Hi everyone, this is Kulwant Kaur and I am a registered migration agent here at KK Migration Consultants. So this video is regarding the latest updates in relation to the migration for the next financial year. So let's talk about the good news first, yeah. So the government will be reducing the work experience that is required for the employer sponsorship visa. At this stage, we don't know if it is just for 482 visa or is it for 186 visa as well. So what they have announced is that they will be, cutting down the work experience requirement from 2 years to 1 year, and that's gonna be in effect by the end of this year. So this is good news. And number two, good news is for for Indian, Vietnamese, and Chinese migrants, because the department is introducing a valid program for these three nationalities to apply for work and holiday visa. So this is really a good news for especially for Indian nationalities, because they didn't have access to this visa before. So now let's talk about the other news regarding the new visa subclass that could be, replacing the existing global talent independent visa. So previously we know that global talent independent visa focused on the international talent. So they were, hunting for the people who has done something exceptionally well in their field and they have record of exceptional achievements. But with the new announcement, the department could be sponsoring or inviting the people who have contributed in some growth sectors at the national level. So we don't know the full details regarding this changes yet, but this is what we have got so far now. And the next news is about the migrants number reduction. So if we see at the data of number of migrants who migrated to Australia in the financial year of 22 to 23, so this number was around 528,000, but this number dropped in the next financial year, that is from 23 to 24, and the number was around 328. But for this financial year, this number is going to be just 260,000. So this means that the total number of migrants has just reduced to half. So that is the main plan of this government, to cut down the migration rate, so that the people who are people for the special Australian communities, they don't have issues in finding the houses to stay. So that's what government is trying to create with the reducing the migration. And also the department is trying to cap the international students, the those who are planning to come to Australia for student studies, and they are considering to apply for the student visa. So the department would be scrutinizing their applications more. If there is even a 1% chance in your application that it could be refused, then be aware about it. Try to make your application really strong. Otherwise, department would be just refusing most of the applications for student visas. And also the department has announced that for the next financial year, the number of the seats for the total migration would be around 185,500. And out of these, the skilled migrants would be getting around 132,000 seats for skilled migration. So there is not much difference if we compare it to this financial year. So far it looks good, and we'll say that for 482 for employer sponsorship visa, it's a good news. And for also there is one more news that's very important, and that is regarding the healthcare workers, and they will be streamlining the visa applications for healthcare worker. That means that if you are registered nurse, enrolled nurse, or a doctor, here in Australia and you have applied for 491 visa, 190, 189 visa, so you could be expecting the quick processing time for your application.